Hello! I thought about doing a Bazaar run where I would just play the game, sort of give some new players a little bit of advice on how to get better at this game, which I love. I will be trying to pause the video as much as I can to highlight some key takeaways for new players. I think we should always start with Vanessa. I think Vanessa is the perfect hero to, maybe begin this series with, as, that's probably going to be the first hero that you end up trying when you pick up this game. All right, well, let's get started. So a few things to think about with Vanessa. She has a lot of types of builds, but generally you're going to be starting with a weapons build, most likely, because it's the easiest and simplest. So right off the bat, there's actually one really easy choice. This gives you regen, which is okay, but this gives you a random skill or a medium item, which is okay, but I have an empty board and you need items to win fights. So I'm just going to go to the shop.
Take your time.
Pick up a shop.
I'm pretty laid back.
Now here, obviously these items are kind of, I'm not going to go through every single item because then this video would take like 3 hours. But I will say that this item is actually very, very underrated. This is actually a really, really good item. So I think it's pretty OP, especially in the early. So I'm going to grab it.
Just
and
that on my back,
obviously I don't want to, I need some damage. Otherwise I don't think I can win most fights. So I'm going to reroll, look for something. I'm thinking about the net. These items are very, very good. The ones that generate items at the beginning of the day, but I kind of want to hold my money because I need something to kill people with, so I'm just going to pass. And again, here is actually another interesting point. Usually Jungle Ruins is the best option to do on Vanessa. It gives you a silver weapon, which is usually very, very strong. Free item, okay, but again, I would probably either do this. I would either go to the shop or I would grab a silver item. I think I'm gonna go to the shop just to see what I have. Perfect, beautiful. So I have catfish, poison, very, very good. This is also a really, really, really good item. And you can also definitely grab this. I think if I see an early volcanic vents, I'm going to grab it. But the synergy with life preserver and poison actually works a little bit better, because really when you want to play a poison build, you just kind of want to hold as long as possible. So I'm going to reroll. Obviously I have money. And I like fishing rod. Fishing rod is really good. It scales also with catfish. So I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to get out. Because, it's really hard to lose the monster fight. I don't need the life preserver yet. And obviously this has insane synergy with the catfish. Remember to read the items too, because notice how it says haste the aquatic item to the right of this. So if you put this here, it will not work. But a good way of knowing if it's working is if you actually highlight it. I don't know when they added this, but it will see, you see like the little highlight. It's kind of hard to tell, but it shows that the item's working properly. Banana ball is okay. I don't know if it's the best in this build. This is like a very weapons heavy build. And this is, I don't know, I like the bee. The bee is kind of fun. But I think the two options here were banana ball or the bee. Usually in your first day, there are no monsters that you can actually lose to. I would only say be careful with the viper, with the snake, with the cobra, I think. And be careful with the cat. Actually, surprisingly, the cat might actually... if you lose your day one fight, you will just... You're probably not even going to win anymore. So this is an interesting choice, but realistically, I'm not going to enter a shop with 3 gold. 1 income's not bad, but if you do have a friend and you come across Tiny Furry Monster, there is a hidden option if you have a friend which lets you choose a skill, which is not bad. These are both kind of meh. I think I will grab this though, because
my boys.
It's a shield item, so why not? Never pick Pip. I would never, ever, ever pick Pip. I would always grab Shiny. I don't know why you would pick Pip. Maybe they have to keep buffing Pip, but I would take free enchanted item. Here, none of these items are very good for what I'm trying to do. This is kind of like a ammo weapons build. This is an ammo, well, this also goes into an ammo build, and this goes into a slow build. So ironically, what I would end up doing is I would actually take them based off the enchant. So restorative is underwhelming as an enchant, but crit is not bad. Crit is actually pretty good. So I'm just gonna grab this shuriken and I'm gonna put it in my stash. And if I ever get the ability to transform it, I will transform it. Again, weapon shop, I have 3 gold, losing 1 income. Wow, they actually buffed this. This is much better than I thought. This isn't a terrible option, but nah, I think I'm just gonna grab fins. If you have a few good shield items, you definitely want to grab this. Conversely, if you have a few good heal items, you definitely want to grab this. The problem is this item, you just kind of use it for its effect, which is basically a revive. So if you don't have any good items, you always want to grab the 5 regen. And this is basically our build. We want to just hold out. We want to keep buffing the catfish. And we basically just want to outlive the opponent. So this is going to constantly haste it. This is just going to give it more poison and it's just going to go off faster. And our goal is to just try to hold out and kill him before he kills us, which might be hard, but I'm not sure. I think we lose this, but I might be wrong. Okay, no, we actually won. Okay, that was good. You see? So obviously we would have lost that fight. This is a perfect example. We would have actually just straight up lost this fight, but we literally revive. So that is the difference between winning and losing, and it's just one simple item. So I love Life Preserver. Again, I kind of, you know, I'm liking this, you know, sustained poison build. This kind of depends on what you want to do. This is kind of the cool thing, and probably why it's one of the harder games that I've ever played. There is no wrong option here. You could definitely, you know, try to find some weapons. We have a really good slow weapon skill. Even the 3 chocolates isn't terrible. This is the last though, I would say. So I'm gonna stick with my build. So I'm gonna go to Jungle Ruins. I've never grabbed these 2. I usually just grab this because silver apparel sometimes can also be very good. So we have a yo-yo, doesn't matter, it's just gold. Here, my items are not that good, and I also kind of want to prep myself because running this is not very good. There are better ways to haste your items. This is more of a backpack item, stash item. So I definitely want to go back into a shop. I do want to find some items, so we're gonna go shopping. None of this is good for what I'm trying to do anyway. 4 gold is a lot, but I do really need items, so I am going to bite the bullet. The piranha's not bad. Zorsid is not bad. It's more for a burn item, but again, this is not really doing anything for my build. So I'm gonna swap it, and now the catfish is getting double hasted. In fact, I'm gonna move this here so that this also gets hasted. So now this is gonna scale even harder. Be careful with the puppet. The puppet is very, very, very dangerous. I would not recommend fighting this most of the time. You will probably die, and if you, like I said, if you lose your monster fights early, your run is almost basically over, which is kind of sad, but that's the way this game is kind of designed right now. This guy's pretty safe, and this guy's also very, very safe. I would say it depends on the rewards. I'm not going to explain the rewards, kind of, but you know, the robot's not bad. The robot actually is always good, so I like the robot. I think you can never go wrong picking Rogue Scrapper. I like him as a day 2 fight.
Pathetic. As spineless as a jellyfish.
Pretty good. So, I mean, it's just money. Here we have a few interesting options. So even though I don't have a lot of gold, technically, right? You also want to consider the things that you're willing to sell, which is I have 8 gold worth of crap that I'm really not going to use. So theoretically, I'm actually sitting at 14 gold. And I am running quite a few medium items, so I will actually go shopping here. Also because remember, I'm about to level up. Now, at the first few levels, every time you level up, you'll notice that your board gets 2 spaces bigger. And right now I don't really have an item that I'm too excited to use. So I think I will go to the shop. This option is also very good on Vanessa because you get a silver friend, which is very, very good. In fact, I'm a little sad that I have to compete between these two, but I have to go to the shop.
What can I get you?
Here comes the first piece of hidden tech. This item is very, very good, not because you're actually supposed to use it, but rather it opens up a potential interaction that I'm going to show you later on. So if you see a bronze star chart and you can afford it, you grab it. I'm going to buy it. And I am going to reroll because I do have money, right? I'm rerolling because I have stuff to sell in case I find something. This is an interesting item. And I like experimenting with things, so I'm actually going to buy it. If I were playing 100% serious, I wouldn't do this. But again, I mean, giving something multicast is insane, first of all. And the only downside I'm thinking about this item is giving multicast to the Zorsid, but I actually still think it works. So I'm gonna sell everything. Well, I'm not gonna sell my chart or my shuriken. I'm actually gonna grab the card table.
Right for you, bring it back.
And now I'm gonna use the card table. So here we have a few options. Usually, if you need money, you're gonna pick the money options. I need money. This is not bad. It's actually probably smarter to do this option because you're getting 3 gold and instead of 4, and you could get some good stuff. I would never grab these items because you need as much money as you can early on. So these are the 2 options. I like picking loot. I don't know. I just like seeing stuff. Okay, well, it's not terrible. But it is what it is. Curio is amazing. I love Curio, but if you have no money, do not go to Curio. Right now it'd be stupid to go to Curio. 6 regen isn't terrible also. It's actually pretty okay. You could go to the baseball game. I kind of hate the baseball game. I don't know why. I can't remember the last time I've won this baseball game thing. I think maybe if the chances were actually better, I would go, but I'm just going to pick regen. Regen's not bad. Honestly, early regen is very, very strong. And especially in this type of build where we just want to hold. We just want to tank as long as possible. I think regen is perfect for our build. So this guy's going to burn the crap out of us. He also has a bit of healing. I don't know this hero too much. I have not messed with him. But hopefully we can survive. Nice, we got a multicast on the catfish. I think we're gonna die though.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
sometimes I can't control it.
The build's a bit weak. Although I don't know if his build is quite strong. Sometimes that's the problem. It's hard to tell if a build is weak or strong. I mean, it's not the best build, but it is what it is. So free tool, small items, both really good, but there is one option that is better than the rest, and that's upgrading your items. For example, if I upgrade the catfish, it doubles the poison you get, which is insane. If I upgrade the life preserver, we actually would have won that fight with a silver life preserver. And obviously this upgrades gives you silver aquatic items. So the quality of the rod gives you that quality of item every day. So if it's a bronze rod, you're going to get bronze aquatic items every day. But if it's a silver rod, you're going to get silver aquatic items. So you always want to upgrade the thing that is helping you win fights first. And this is obviously helping me win fights. Gumballs. I think gumballs is probably the worst thing you could do unless you're doing some type of specific build that wants to sell gumballs. Like the dog if you're playing pig, but I would not usually get gumballs. Gumballs is not a good option. Free item, cool, but medium shop.
Sale,
We have a bunch of
sale.
medium items, so
I
we're gonna
want
do
what's
that.
right for you.
I love dock lines. I think dock lines is really, really good. It is just a very strong item. And I think I am actually going to buy it. Rather than risk a reroll, I think I'm just gonna buy the dock lines. Because it's a good item.
delivery's free.
It kind of builds into what we're
like the
playing.
exercise.
So now comes your first diamond monster. These are usually terrifying. If you're starting out the game, I would never fight these because like I said, XP is super important. It is much better to guarantee 3 XP on an easy fight than to gamble a diamond fight and maybe not even walk out with XP or get 1 or 2 XP. So for the purposes of this being an educational video, I'm not actually going to fight this. So I would just always pick bronze, you know, assuming I'm, you know, playing the game for the first time.
That's
I don't think there's a single bronze monster that you can't just win, assuming your board is what's the word I'm looking for? Functional. There's not a single bronze monster you can't fully kill. And the cool thing is 3 XP is still very good. So
I do not deserve
it's not a problem.
another day.
So this is nice. You can enchant this, or sorry, you can transmute this. Anything that has an enchant can be transmuted. So it might not really function too well with our build, but if we want a fiery enchant instead of a deadly enchant, well, that's an option. So here we have a few things to consider. You could rest. I don't hate it. I actually would like to go to Curio, but I don't have that much money. I would only go to Curio if I had maybe like 8 gold. The shop is really good, but the problem is it's not a good shop to go with no money. And I'm actually going to do something that I love, and I think maybe not a lot of people like, is the chocolates. I think chocolates are actually pretty freaking good. So here what I'm going to do is I need space, because as you noticed, your options are getting 5 chocolates. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to free up some space, but I'm thinking, what do I want to free up? And I don't think I'm going to do fiery, even though I like fiery. I'm just going to get rid of this. I need my chart. I kind of want to keep my shuriken, and obviously I want to use my dock lines. So I'm going to sell my chum. And now that I have 5 spaces open, I have 2 options. The free chocolate is 50 gold and the 5 chocolates 100 gold. I actually like the middle option if you have a good amount of money, but I don't, so I'm just going to pick
Ride
this.
that tide.
So before we do this, I'm just going to... Sorry. So now we could upgrade an item. When you hit level 4, you can upgrade a bronze item or silver item. And obviously I'm going to upgrade an item. The item I'm going to be upgrading is the Preserver. It's just super good. It synergizes in our build, and there's that. Here we have 3 options. Extract is not terrible. It's actually one of the better loot options. Sometimes you're going to see some loot options. I would normally never grab them, but you know, the poison one actually tends to be pretty good. But again, this is not for consideration. It's either, again, random skill, which is usually what you do when you go to the crate, or the shop, which is not terrible. I actually like this guy. He sells weird stuff. To be honest, I'm not actually sure. I think I want to shop.
Gigamart's owner is the ultimate.
Shopping is usually better than just getting random skills, even though random skills is very fun. So the rock is cool, but again, if it's your only friend, and I'm running friends, it doesn't really work very well. I like the ray if you're doing like a slow friend build, but I'm not really sure where I would fit it right now. So I'm just gonna grab the shovel. Shovel is cool.
Are huge for a reason. Buy more.
Shovel just gives you random stuff from any hero, which is also nice. And I'm just gonna sell these chocolates to get as much health as I can, so I can potentially win the
My
fight.
fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
I hunt monsters, not people. But for you, I'll make an exception.
I should win this fight, but I'm not sure. It depends if I trigger the multicast. Okay, so I trigger the multicast on the fish. This is insane. I'm poisoning him like crazy right now. So he's gonna get a ton of poison. And the cool thing is it eats through his armor. So again, he actually would have won that fight. He actually killed me before I killed him, or we might have killed each other at the same time, which is also still a win. But because I have the life preserver, I end up winning this fight. So again, really, really good item. Well, if your build is to try to outlast the person. So sometimes I look to see what we got. Seaweed's okay for this type of build. I'm not sure yet. Brass knuckles, not very good. This option is super, super good if you're running a bunch of poison items, if you're running a bunch of burn items, if you're running a bunch of weapons. This is an amazing, amazing option. But I'm not. I'm literally running one of each. So I think we shop. Shopping's always good. I like the net. I like the little generators. The problem is I'm going to start having space issues because this is generating, this is generating, this is going to generate. So it's a little hard for me. I do think it's still probably smart to grab it, but I don't want to grab it, so I'm not going to grab it. This is not bad, but again, it's kind of weird. It's not very synergetic with our build. This one's kind of interesting. This one is definitely an angle where you start getting a bunch of friends. And the more friends you have, the more it hastes. And I actually kind of like this item a lot. I think this is very, very good. So I think I do want to try to transition into this build. Here's the problem. It is a large item and I need to think about what I'm getting rid of first. I do really like my life preserver. And I do like, I do want to mess with this friend table just a little bit. And it actually does seem to work pretty good without friends. So I do need to sell something, which is a little sad. So I'm torn between selling the rod or the dock lines. I think I will sell the rod. And actually, I think I will sell also the dock lines. I'm trying to do this calculation in my head. This is what normally what I also recommend sometimes is just put stuff on the board, see what it might look like. So I will do this. I will pick this up. And because I'm probably not going to use the dock lines anymore, I think I will get this seaweed because it's not terrible for the build I want to do. So, you know, we're kind of just trying to tank out. So the reason I told you to pick up the star chart is because if you have the star chart and you go to the docks, you can now gain 4 gold and 1 XP, which is really good. XP is the best thing that you can get in this game. It just helps you power level. So really quickly, this dude is insane if you have ammo. I don't have ammo. I don't remember what good things a Hexa had, but I remember this guy has some weird stuff that I kind of like. So I think I'm gonna, I don't hate this guy. For example, the first 3 times you haste, you get some shield. He's got a ticky, haste potion. His stuff is pretty good, huh? This guy's underrated. So there's that. So again, we are just kind of, you know, if the catfish just keeps getting multi, it's kind of bananas. This is a bananas build. I'm also tempted. I think I might. No. When you use a tool, items adjacent to it get crit. I don't know if I have a tool, but you know.
Now this is how you win a war.
So our skills. This is really good if you have burn items also. This is good for weapons. This is kind of whatever. I have an interesting conundrum here. 4 is a lot of gold right now. And this skill is not good right now, but if I do get some burn enchant or something, sometimes it's also good to sort of plan your build out a little bit in advance. Because if I have something that can constantly burn, it's also going to help my catfish. It's not a terrible skill, so I'm just going to grab it.
Lighter. I think you had a
And now comes one of the most one of my issues with the game. I mean, it's not an issue, but there's sort of how can I say this? There's specific events that you kind of auto pick. And one of these is definitely what I'm talking about, the mountain pass. So you always want a mountain pass because you might stumble across a monster fight. And again, like I said, XP is huge. So because I've picked this option, I get 3 more XP than a normal player might have. And if I keep picking mountain passes and I keep getting lucky and I keep getting fights, I might be 1 or 2 levels ahead of a player, which is huge. It's absolutely huge. So it's a very, very strong option. Super, super strong. And again, this build, so now you can sort of see how the build is sort of working out. Just kind of think about what you're doing. The catfish is getting hasted like crazy. It's poisoning like crazy. And then these 2 items are just kind of keeping me alive. So now comes Curio. I actually think this is the first time I think I want to show you Curio. This is a free small friend, which is really nice. And this is a random skill, which is really nice. But if you have slow or haste items, Curio is insane, and I might be able to show you why.
Reuse, recycle, relax.
So I just got probably one of the best items that you can get on Curio, which is this. When you see these, there's a bludgeon and then there's a, I can't remember what the other one is exactly, but look at the bottom how it says, when you sell this, your leftmost slow item gains +1 slow duration. This is bananas good. Because right now, this is slowing an item for 2 seconds times 3. But when I buy this,
well, you're doing your part to clean
you have
up
to make sure you have nothing else eating the thing. Now it's going to slow 3 items for 3 seconds, which is wild. That's so much better. It might not sound like it's much better, but it's way better. Curio also sells a bunch of random crap. I mean, you know, +1 poison. Why not? This is okay, but I'm kind of winning, and I don't know where I would fit it. So for 50 gold at this stage, it's not that good. But if it's like a day 1 knee brace, I really like it. I like this a lot. You always buy this egg because
trash is tragedy.
Most of the time you're just going to buy it and sell it. I wouldn't bother trying to read it, but it's basically a free enchanted friend. So again, we kind of got unlucky. This friend kind of is worthless. Well, it's not worthless, but it's not very good. I have an option here to reroll, and I think I will, just because also I'm about to fight. So the gold is not going to help me whatsoever. If you're about to fight, then spend your gold. And again, like, holy crap. I'm not making this up, but I got the other item, which is insane, makeshift barricade. So I'm going to buy it. I'm going to sell it. And now this thing slows items for 4 seconds. It's bananas good. And in a weird way, I'm tempted to use this friend just to get it to slow more. But the problem is with the card table. I don't want to give this thing a multicast. But it is a tool. So you know what? I am going to do it. I don't really want to buy any of this. Well, I can't even afford any of this. So, cool trick in this game. You can highlight a tool. So when you highlight a skill, well, actually, I don't know why it's not doing it with this case, but normally when you highlight a skill, it'll show you the thing that it is benefiting. So if I highlight the skill, it's showing me what's benefiting from it. This one is not really highlighting for some reason, but this is technically a tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move this here. And I'm probably going to move this here. And so now whenever I use a tool, which is a tool. This is a tool. You can see at the top it says it's a tool. It's going to give the catfish crit and the life preserver crit. So it's not bad. It's also a friend, so it gives my item more multicast. It punishes the card table less. So, you know, overall it's actually it's not a bad item. So yeah, we just send it.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago. I may be young for a captain, but I've
So yeah,
seen
so our
much
build is
of
kind of
storm.
very similar. It's just we're leaning towards like a friends slow build, giving multicast. You know, he's gonna feel it once we start slowing his board, because once we start slowing his board, it's pretty good. The problem is he might win just because he's poisoning the hell out of me right now. But the life preserver,
Oh,
oof.
cannon.
So very close.
No
Very, very,
problem.
very close. His build is actually quite strong. So, you know, I don't think I was going to beat this build. I'm surprised he only won once, but yeah, he actually has a very, very good build. Sometimes it happens. You know, you have a pretty strong build, but you walk into the hard counter, the complete hard counter. So again, we have docks, we have chart, so we go dock and we get XP.
Rally, men! Blades to the wind!
So again, early you just want gold. If this thing says gold, then we're just gonna get gold. Do not pick this. Well, pick this if your build is so, if your run is going terrible and you just want to have fun. You could definitely wink. My run is going good, so I'm not gonna wink. I don't need more gold. I will go find some tools.
Everything you need to do anything.
I really like this item in a certain type of build. And actually, in my build, this is not bad either. But I kind of want to do this friends multicast haste slow build with card table. But this is actually a very good item. I think there is an argument for pivoting and picking up the weather glass. I think what the optimal play would be selling the card table, getting the weather glass, and running it as is. Which I'm not sure, now that I think about it. It might be their actual play here. This is one of the things that you're also going to kind of come across as you understand the game, which is kind of pivoting. It's just thinking, okay, this item, it's kind of gambay. You know, if the catfish gets multicast, it's insane. But if not, it's kind of whatever. So you know what? I am going to also show you what pivoting can do sometimes. So we're going to buy it. It is really good. The reason it's also really good is because of the skill. When I burn, it's going to give my poison items haste. Really good. I have gold. I will reroll because why not? Do I want a fishing rod? I kind of do think I want a fishing rod. So I will buy the fishing rod.
Hey, I use that brand myself.
So yeah, I will buy the fishing rod. There are a few options here. This guy's not terrible. This guy is good if you have friends, which actually might be what I want to do. And this is also very good. Honestly, this is probably one of the best bronze monsters that you can fight. So I'm just gonna fight him. The reason this is probably one of the best monsters in the game is because it can give you a shiny diamond fang, which is bananas. Or it can give you one of the best skills in the game, which is diamond fangs. So I honestly think, just for the sake of educational purposes, the wolf is very, very good. The wolf is very, very good. I would always pick the saber tooth, really. I don't think there's a...
Waste of
So what we get?
gunpowder.
We got diamond loot, which is not terrible. So again, here, I like my items, but I don't love my items. I'm still not sure what to do. So if you're still not 100% convinced of your build, you want to shop.
Size dilutes the brain. Mine is highly
And now here's where I might start pivoting. The preserver is good, but now as you've noticed, 500 health is not even all my health anymore. So this item's not even that good anymore. So I'm just going to sell it. I'm going to give my item
Shall
some
I
crit,
gift wrap it
because
for
crit
you?
is always good. I'm going to reroll. And why not? Another friend. That's actually very, very
Buyer's
good.
remorse never. Be remorseless.
So again, we put the illusory between our friends. And now we have another friend. We have more slow synergies. I think I want to put this here. Oh, this is a problem, actually. Okay, that actually works. What was I talking about? Okay, so we have a friend shop, which is cool. We have income, which is cool. But again, you have to pick this option because it's super good and amazing.
Let's take the tyrant's
Now we're
whole
level 7,
kingdom!
which is insane. Very, very good. First time you use a friend, you burn. If I'm not mistaken, when you burn your poison items, gain that. This is kind of interesting. This is an interesting choice. I think I will take this.
Thanks for trusting me.
Just because
I
of the
hope we can do this
synergy
again.
between these two. So I have 2 things that generate. I want to open up some slots. So I'm probably not going to transform this. Shield is better than deadly. So if I'm going to transform anything, rather than transform the shuriken, I'm just going to transform this. And that's it. There's no reason to sell. I know there's a very common tendency for maybe for you to feel kind of like uncomfortable with having a full stash, but I'm going to generate 2 items. I have 2 slots. So there's really no reason to sell anything.
Go ahead. Underestimate.
So I'm not going to
me.
sell anything.
It makes this more fun.
I should warn you, I'm not like other.
So this build, I think I might do very well against this build because look how much I'm slowing his items. This thing is slowed for 24 seconds. It's kind of insane. Like his items is not, look at this. This is insane. 36 seconds of slow. I know it sounds like overkill, but it is wild. This was just a straight up stomp. A good thing is also to use the recap. Look at the recap skill and see what's pulling its weight. This is doing a lot of burn and a lot of poison. This is also doing a lot of poison. And this is actually not doing a terrible amount of damage either. So it kind of helps you understand what items are doing good and what items are doing bad. So what do we get? We got a friend that works with haste and slow, which is very, very good. And in fact, I would say I'm getting rid of this. I don't want this guy anymore. Because, you know, we haste and we slow all the time. So this is a perfect item for a build. We're going to go to Karnak because the other 2 options suck. I don't know this guy's items very well. When you enrage, your poison items gain 5 poison for the fight. A lot of his thingies revolve around enrage. So if you're actually not playing the hero, they're not very good. Now, the cool thing that they added, which I love, is when you actually buy Karnak items, you will get the ability to get his skill to enrage. But, I mean, I'm just not going to think about it right now. So again, we have the chart. There's docs.
Sorry,
We level up.
something in my throat.
Coolio. Again, we have another diamond fight, but this diamond fight is terrifying. I think he can just straight up one-shot you. I actually think I do have one of the perfect builds for dealing with him. But the problem is I'm doing so well that I kind of don't want to mess this momentum, you know? So it's just usually not worth gambling. I'm just going to pick a silver fight because I think this guy scales with poison. He has like poison skills. And I'm running a poison build, so it's very good. You don't really ever want to gamble diamond if you can afford not to. It's just not worth it in my experience. So there's that. And yeah, our build is actually kind of working kind of well. We have some stuff is synergizing. We got this, which is not terrible. So now comes the first interesting thing, one of the reasons that I was telling you. We have gold, we don't need gold, we have a lot of gold. We have a small shop, very nice. But we also have this guy, which can transform your items. I don't hate this. And in fact, there's actually two options here. You could transform this diamond loot. The reason I didn't even sell this is because you can transform this into a diamond small item of your hero, which is pretty insane. Or if you transform an item with an enchant, it keeps the enchant. So I'm actually going to show you the interaction for the enchant just for educational purposes. So I'm going to take this, make sure that it's the leftmost item, because you know, if I put this here and I click this, I'm going to transform my catfish. So always put it to the left. Boom. And holy shit. Okay, I'm not making this up. This is not scripted, but this is probably one of the best items we could have gotten. So yeah, we got a shielded catfish. This thing is way better than this. So that's insane. That is absolutely insane. And I'm gonna give it some more poison, because why not? And that's why you hold these enchanted items, because sometimes there's an option where you just enchant. There's nothing better, and you might get an shield is probably one of the best enchants in the game also. It's kind of hard because you have to learn what enchants are good, but I would say shield is the best common enchant that you're going to see in this game. So we have a bunch of choices. If your build is heavy in something, you pick it. So if I was heavy weapons, I pick weapons. If I was heavy poison, poison. If I'm not sure, I will always pick gold. But I'm a poison build, so we're going to get poison.
Poison is not a weapon. It's
ooh, interesting. Huh. How often do I Toxic Flame? Toxic Flame seems really good. So obviously I have Initial Dose. Your leftmost poison has 6 poison. But this is obviously way better because this is giving me 6 poison across the board. And it would give me more. But then I just have this, which is when you burn your poison, items get 2 poison. So if I burn 3 times, this is already better than Initial Dose. You see what I mean? So I'm always picking
Nightshade
this.
sells poisons, but does he understand them?
So now we have an interesting option. I don't want a slow item. The shop is okay. Shop is okay. It is actually okay. But I kind of just want health, honestly. And in a weird way, getting health early is very good because this build just kind of wants to survive. So I'm just going to go Finn's Bite. And now, because I have a bunch of shield items, I'm actually going to pick this option instead of this option. I do want to give my items more shield. So 100 gold is very, very good. Honestly, 100 gold is really, really good. Or sorry, not 100 gold. 100 health is very
You
good.
should know. I'm
Because
a
sometimes
legend.
every little bit of health can be
If you
the difference
knew
between
my
winning
true
and losing.
purpose, you would stand aside.
So look, I don't know if I can see his health yet, but this dude is level 7 and we're level 8. We have so much more health than him. So this is what I mean by the leveling being a huge, huge advantage. Huge advantage. And look, we just absolutely destroyed this guy. Not even close.
You were born.
This catfish
This
was
is nothing.
amazing too. It probably did a lot of poison, gave us a lot of shield. Again, yeah, and this skill is just giving huge amounts of poison to our stuff. So it's cool. And this is one of the things I like about the game. You have a build. So we're we're kind of doing sorry. We're kind of doing like a friend's haste, you know, poison burn build. Got a bunch of garbage. Okay. If you see study, you always grab study. I mean, it's boring, but it is what it is. And now we come to my favorite option in the game, which is Pearl's Dig Site. If you see Pearl's Dig Site, you go for Pearl's Dig Site. Basically, what it does is you can find random items from any hero, which is insane. I mean, I just found a medium gold enchanted with shield repeater. The item is not good itself, but I could theoretically just hold it and then transform it. I love Pearl. I absolutely love Pearl. And so we don't like it, so we reroll. We keep looking. I'm not sure what some of these items do. This is insane, but not at this stage. But this is what I mean. You could get some really crazy Mac items. And I'm not playing a Mac, but if Vanessa got this early, this would be bananas. So I don't like it, so I reroll. The net is not terrible, but I'm not really going for slow. Again, so I just keep re-rolling until I find something I like potions, weights, you know, get some fun stuff. You could accidentally lose all your gold, which I've done lots of times, but fuck it, you know, we're here to have fun. I've never assigned this one. Laurel's Fortress. It says unique type on other items. It's a cool item. It's actually a that's a pretty cool item. So this is what I mean. It doesn't really work with my build, but this is definitely an item I could see myself messing with, you know? I feel like we're kind of committed to this friend build, but I think it's very, very cool. So we're going to keep rerolling. At some point, we are going to have to pick something. So you know what? Fuck it. We just got the perfect item. It says when you use a friend or flying item, you burn. And guess what? We have a bunch of friends, so we're gonna probably do that. So I'm gonna sell this, and I'm gonna sell this, and I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna pick up this launch pad. So yeah, so we're gonna try this because, you know, when you use a friend, you burn. When you burn, your poison items work. This might be smarter. I'm not actually sure, but you know, we're trying stuff out. The Phoenix is impossible. If you can kill the Phoenix, you are a god. I would be very, very careful with fighting the Phoenix. But if you can kill the Phoenix, it is super, super worth. But I don't even know if this build could kill the Phoenix. I think it might be able to kill the Phoenix, but I think if I were playing alone, I would fight the Phoenix. But because I kind of want this to be a tutorial, and if you want to get better at the game, don't start by fighting the Phoenix. So we're going to fight the Turtle, because Turtle's good. Turtle got, you know, he's got some okay skill. He's got a Tiki. He's got some, you know, he could make some money. He's got some friends. Turtle's good. I like Turtle. Turtle's very, very good. But yeah, I mean, this launch pad's pretty friggin' good too, honestly.
It's over already.
Yeah, like it burned
We barely got
144
our
burn.
flags
So
up.
I mean, it's very, very good. So we got money. Cool. So I guess I'll sell this. You know, I'm gonna sell the glass too. Just
Ride that
old
tide.
stuff. Here we have an option. We have 10 gold, some loot, or gold tier item. If I'm not mistaken, this sells for 4. I'm pretty sure it sells for 4. So would I rather have 6 gold and a potentially good thing, or 4 gold more? I would rather get the loot. And there you go. I was right. The loot is actually better here. So I will give my catfish more poison. We just keep getting XP. XP is too good. You know, just when in doubt, grab XP. Here we have Boost. Boosty is not terrible here because, you know, we could go to a tool shop, but none of our items are tools. So, well, I guess we could find upgrades. Huh. I guess we're strong. If I felt like we were losing, I would get the HP. But I think I will go to the shop.
A bad craftsman blames his tools. A good one buys mine.
But just check stuff out. So yeah, there's no reason to upgrade this, by the way. You can just leave it at bronze. Yeah,
Maybe
it's
you
not.
already
So obviously
got what you need. No pressure here.
the actual play was to do the boost, but
My fight isn't
you
with
know,
you.
it is what it is.
But if you insist.
So again, we are higher level than this guy. So this might be the difference between winning and losing. Like I said, the HP difference is pretty wild, especially because we're trying very hard to outlast him. So right now, again, this is why the build is super cool. It's slow. I'm slowing the hell out of his board. I'm slowing 24. No, wait, was it 4 times 6? Yeah, I'm slowing 24 seconds worth of items. This item is just bananas good. So This is the build, boys and girls. This is probably what we're going to do. So we got a friend. Nah. We got a honey jar. Meh. I don't want a weapon. I don't want a small non-weapon. I want a gold portal. Ooh. Holy crap. Okay, so if I have a poison item and if I use poison items, sorry, and I get this dude, which it says improve your poison items, I'm gonna pick him. You want to know why? Because first of all, I could give my poisons 3 items, which is bananas. I could give my poison 25 crit, which is bananas. I can upgrade it, which is very good, or I can enchant it. So I'm gonna enchant it.
Spread to Bazaar.
Amazing. Free enchants. Well, not free enchants, but dude, you always want to enchant your stuff. Gumballs, not good. Free item, not good, but small items, hell yeah. We have a bunch of small items. So we have a jellyfish. I think I like the jellyfish more than the monkey. I think I'd rather, I think we try to kill them rather than outlive. Although the monkey's pretty good. I'm not particularly sure what's the play here. I am not sure. The jellyfish is not bad, huh? This is one of the things where the game kind of, it's actually kind of a hard game. I don't know what's mathematically better, the monkey or the jellyfish, because I am hasting and slowing a lot, and the shield is really nice. I'm not sure. I think I'd rather go with the jellyfish, but I will hold on to the monkey. Do not sell the monkey. You can keep the monkey. You don't need to sell the monkey.
You want to buy...
okay.
Excellent choice.
So dragon is free. Dragon is very, very free. I don't know why. It's actually one of the few, legendary monsters that are... It's actually not that hard to kill. And if we get this skill, holy shit. If we get Draconic Rage, oh my lord. That is probably going to be amazing. So yeah. And yeah, as you can see, the build is going beautifully right now. We're just hasting and slowing and burning and poisoning and just...
See that plank?
And this is not bad. I mean, it's not as good as the as the catfish. So you can... This is why I like the recap. Because you can see if it's pulling its weight. It's not doing as much poison as these two. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so 20 regen.
Now this
not gonna
is
complain.
how you win the war.
And now we get an enchant. And there is one enchant which I will always grab just because it's hilarious, which is the Mirkwood which is poison. The reason I'm grabbing poison here, actually normally I would have just probably grabbed haste. I would have enchanted this with haste. If you don't know what the items do, what the enchants do, I would recommend looking them up on a website. So you could just open up like Bazaar DB or something, and you can see what the enchants do. I played the game a lot, so I know what the enchants will do. And there's one clear and easy option, which is poison and enchanting the saloon with poison. I'll explain to you why. So this goes off 6 times, right? And it poisons 4. But when I burn, my poison items will gain +2 poison. So this is actually going to be poisoning a lot. This might be doing 50, 60 poison on the first round, then 100 poison on the next round. This is just a bananas combo right here. So upgrading silver item, always very good. We're gonna anything that lowers cooldown is by far the best thing you could do. You see how this lowers cooldown? This doesn't lower cooldown, very good, but this lowers cooldown, so this is an easy upgrade. Easy upgrade.
Silver into...
Now we have a few choices. Well, we don't have actually many choices. I'm not a weapons build. I only have one medium item, and it's Dooley. You can see it in the little top right icon, Dooley. So I can't even buy upgrades for my hero. So I'm just gonna pick skills, because skills are pretty good. First 4 times I slow, I charge a weapon. I don't want to charge a weapon, aquatic weapons, and I don't want regen, so I'm just gonna reroll. And holy crap, I got one of the best things you can get, which is lowering cooldown of my aquatic items. My entire board is aquatic, so I will definitely sell to get my board. So I'm just gonna pick this up.
As long as you draw breath.
And yeah, this is a super strong build.
We're
I
out
would be
to dethrone
surprised
king,
if I don't
not
win
to
this fight.
squabble with nobody.
Um,
You should know.
because
I'm a bit of
you're
a
gonna
legend
see
on Pelago.
the reason why this skill actually also got nerfed too, as soon as I can highlight it. You're gonna see how much poison I'm actually gonna start doing on this guy. But look at that, he's already dead. Wild.
Next time, boys.
69
Less
poison.
blunder,
Nice.
more plunder.
So this is kind of why the game is so deep. It's just a very cool thing. It's a beautiful thing. I love this is why I love this game so much. Look at this poison. 420 poison. It did more poison than my 3 other poison items combined. And because it's going off 6 times and it's poisoning, and then anything that can raise its poison, it's just scaling beautifully. It's, you know, it's a beautiful combination. And this is why I love this game so much, because as you can see, when I'm using a friend, I'm burning. When I'm burning, my poison items get creased. I have a ton of friends. This is pasting my friends, you know. So this is the juice, boys and girls. This is the juice. There's nothing I really want to transform. I could get health and shield items. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna get a small shield item, because why not? I mean, it doesn't really matter. Again, I don't really want gumballs, so let's just see what tools.
Cost me my arm. Last time I ever went cheap on tool. Not the
And yeah, so
DIY
the
type.
build is kind of
I
finalized
guess
right
you can
now.
always pay for
There's really, you know, now that I've kind of hit my groove, this is my build, right? Like, I'm not gonna realistically pivot. On day 9, your build needs to be kind of sort of confirmed. So I'm just doing a friends poisoned, you know, weird poison combo with burning and whatever. So this is the build. And I'm gonna try to win as much as I can, as fast as I can. So again, I will sell this, doesn't matter. After day 9,
To the wind.
oh sorry, 1 second. Vanessa skills, why not? This is for weapons. I don't have weapons. A little bit of haste, sure, why not? A little bit of haste.
You got a Corsair's.
After day 9, you don't need the chart anymore. So if you need space, you can just sell it. I'm gonna get loot. Again, I love this option. Probably one of my favorite options, because if you get a feather, holy crap. This is insane if you have a freeze item, which I do not. This is always good because it's 2 XP. So I'm just gonna get rid of the chart. I'm gonna get 2 XP because XP is really good. And now comes the interesting thing. I could boosty. I could shop, or I could boosty. And it is a hard decision, ladies and gents, because my build is pretty good. I will admit, if I do find upgrades, it is very good. But I kind of just want to win as much as I can. And the boost is 10% of your health, which is 400 health. It's not, it's actually a decent amount of health. So I'm just going to boosty. I'm going to boosty. I'm going to try to win. Because if you win, then it doesn't matter. You can finish the game with a bunch of bronze items, and 10 wins is 10
I've been
wins.
tracking you across the Outlands. You're
This guy's a lot of health. Good thing I boosted. I think I do win though. Wow, holy crap. It's pretty good. Although it's poison counters it.
Maybe
Wow,
someday
that was a
we'll be
super strong
friends.
build.
But first, I must be
I have
cured.
no idea what this guy is doing, but he just absolutely whooped my ass. But yeah, welcome to the Bazaar. It's a crazy place.
Tyrant's whole kingdom.
So I could get a gold tier aquatic item, or I could get loot. I think I just want loot. But yeah, why not? Ooh, I think I might have messed up. I think I might have lost an item, which is not good, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So now if you're going to use your extracts, you always want to use your extracts on things that have the most multicast. So for example, this will give 4 poison. But if I gave this 4 poison, it becomes 8 poison. But because this goes off 6 times, in reality, I'm giving it 24 poison, which is very, very good. So, you know, amazing. There's a fun option and then there's a smart option. I'm not going small weapon. Barkin is okay because if I find a Sea Dog Saloon, it's huge for my build, but it's 1 item in 1 shop. Or I could just get chocolates. I am going to get chocolates. I'm going to open up some space for my chocolates. I have a lot of money, so I'm just going to get the nice chocolates. We're going to go to the portal. Do not click on the wink. Sell your chocolates before you do fins because it's based on your current HP. So I'm going to buff HP. I think I'd rather have shield than heal, but I think it doesn't really matter. And now we choose what we want to fight. What do we want to fight? I think we want to fight this dude. I think it's something with friends. Yeah, your friends cooldowns. He's got a bunch of friends. Yeah, this guy is very, very smart. And this is kind of what I mean by knowing the game. I know that Tortuga has like a bunch of friends and like friends-based stuff. So this is obviously the right monster. But these are something that you can only know after playing the game a lot.
Not even a battle? Maybe a skirmish.
So we got a friend. Not a very good friend for what I want. Well, I don't know why I sold him. I think I'm just going to keep boosting. I kind of just want to win. I need to win as bad as I can. So I'm just going to get health, XP,
Full sail, my boy.
so I can keep leveling up, and then upgrade. If you can upgrade stuff, always upgrade. And lowering, this is my shining star right here. And lowering its cooldown is huge. This is huge. Anything that lowers your cooldown 1 second is huge. And honestly, I'm having problems surviving, so I'm going to swap the jellyfish for the monkey. Because I'd rather have shield. Right now, my problem is actually I need to survive.
Makes this more fun.
So the monkey is better than the jellyfish.
Exactly like
So look at the difference in HP. I have 2,500 more health than this guy. That is huge. I am 2 levels ahead of this guy. This actually might be the reason I win. Assuming, well, I think I win cleanly, but
if you think you've hurt my feelings, I
but
assure you,
it goes to show you. Sometimes he will do 4,000 to you, and you'll do 4,000 to each other, and because I have more health, I win the fight. So now it's day 11. Day 11. Welcome to randomness incarnate. When you use adjacent friend, haste this. It's pretty good. Actually not terrible. What was I gonna say? After this, the runs start to get wild. I don't need money. I have a ton of money. There's nothing that I want to transform, but this option would be pretty good. So I'm just gonna go shopping.
With no
We're gonna go shopping. Upgrade this. Why not?
we could share this
I don't want to buy any of this. Crit items, meh. Friend, pretty good, but dude, aerodrome, insane. We can. So the aerodrome is kind of cool. You can basically just keep re-rolling until you find a shop that you like. But I kind of like Finn. Finn is really good. I mean, I just want more HP. So I will definitely take 300 HP. So now when you're really strong, you can actually start fighting these legendary monsters. At this point, there's not a legendary monster that I can't kill. My build is strong. So now I just want XP. I literally want as much XP as I can humanly get. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm still okay, even though he destroyed my best item. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm still fine. So there you go. Just getting a ton of XP. You want to level.
Waste of gunpowder.
Do not grab this skill, by the way. I think every new player will make this mistake. Because this skill is actually most of the times not good. So I'm actually gonna, you can skip skills, which is good to know. Again, I don't run weapons. 26 regen is garbage. You know what's not garbage? 650 health. And now we get to the interesting part. So we have freeze, we don't freeze. Burn is interesting, but I don't think there's much that I can burn, but diamond skills are just, always good. So for example, I can make stuff aquatic, which is really good if I'm not mistaken. Because, do I have synergy with aquatic? No, not really. Actually, I could lower this. So you know what? I will get this, and then I'll move this here.
I've taught you all.
And now we have an aquatic tech item, and that's really good. Small burn item. Now, JJ, I love JJ, but because we're going by the rule, we always want XP. So we're gonna pick this dude, and we're just gonna get XP. And I'm actually gonna show you a little trick, which is actually kind of cool. If you're close to leveling, you can actually trigger the level up if you're 2 points away by selling the vial and then grabbing the other vial. But I'm not 2 XP from leveling, so it's not gonna happen. But we'll see.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
Are you sure? Have you noticed? I'm huge.
So he has a lot of health. Lose this fight, but I am slowing the hell out of his items. Look at how bad this thing is getting slowed. I might be able to kill him before he kills me, but I don't know. This will be very, very close. Woo!
You've got
Nope.
potential.
Super close.
I bet.
Super close, huh? Super close. This is a hard build to kill. I had to do 12,000 damage worth of health, so very, very close. The monkey's not doing too much now, though, honestly. So that's fine. We get another chance. Here, rather than enchanting something, I'm just gonna give everything upgrade because this is really good. It's enchanted. This is enchanted. This is enchanted. This is kind of whatever, and these items are kind of support. So I'm just gonna upgrade everything.
Ooh, the keener the blade,
because
the
I think
quicker
that's
the
good.
fight.
So what do we got? We got a narwhal. We got this. Okay. So we're gonna go browse some street stalls. Weapons, no. Shield health, no. Relics might be good,
Foundation was here long
but
before
I
the
don't
Bazaar.
think there's
We are
anything I
not the
want.
first to settle it.
So not really.
To be honest, I'm relieved. Oh, I hate to part with any of them.
So what was I gonna obviously sell that? So I there's really not much I kind of want in a weird way. I think I'm just gonna keep boosting.
Now this is how you win a war.
Again, diamond loot can be very, very good. I think I just like loot, honestly. There you go. It's pretty good. It's actually very, very good loot. So there you go. You can kill anything at this point, and basically, you always want XP. So I'm gonna pick the Frost Champion.
I blame.
Yeah.
I go back, Frost.
This is a cool build. So we got the flat friend flying, burn, making everything poison build. I mean, it's very cool. This is one of the things I like about the game. So, free enchants. Amazing. Always, always amazing. You want to give it to something that can multicast normally, but Toxic is way too good. The Zor Sid is not terrible because it's going to go off a lot too. You could put it on the Illusionate, but in my opinion, it's usually overkill because, it's already slowing a bunch of stuff. So it's usually better to have it on multiple sources rather than to overlap it on one thing. So I think I will put it on the Zor Sid, or maybe on the, I think I'll put it on the Zor Sid. But we'll see. I think it should be good. Again, free loot, super poggy. 2 XP. I would actually consider getting the XP instead of the extract. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's the right play here. I think I will grab the XP. Even though the vial is not wrong. But here's a problem. Because I sold the XP right before the fight, I don't actually level up. That's the issue with the game. that I will actually, even though I'm technically leveled up, I will not trigger the level up screen. This is the last potential fight. So, you know, after this, if I die, the run is over. And at this stage, stuff is pretty random. That is the sad reality. After day 10, even if you have an insane build, which I think my build is pretty good, you might get like dudes that have, you know, this dude has the Phoenix Revive skill, which is kind of unfair. I have to literally kill him twice. So it kind of just goes to show you that you can play the game optimally, you can play it amazingly, but sometimes you might come across some pretty busted builds. The good thing is I will win this fight because, you know,
I can see your
our build is pretty good. But this dude literally revived twice. And he cleansed their poison. This is a really good, crazy combo. But as you can see, look at the poison. 2,568 poison. Beautiful. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. So this is why I love this game. And now we upgrade. I think I want to upgrade, but I don't know why. I think I want to upgrade the Zor.
That's a fine piece.
Because upgrading the Zor Sid lowers its cooldown. Again, what do we learn? Lowering cooldown, number one thing to do. Even though the skill's not bad, huh? The skill, there is an argument for the skill. So again, I have a bunch of shit. I don't want to transform. Let's go to the shop. There's a funny interaction here, but I don't know where it is. There is a funny interaction here, but I'm not sure if this is the right place. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think there is a play where I'm supposed to sell this and get a friend, but I mean, I don't know. So I actually will. I think for once, the gumballs are actually pretty good. So we're gonna get gumballs. And I'm lazy. I'm just selling all my board, so I don't have to individually buy a bunch of gumballs. But gumballs actually okay here. We give you like a little bit of crit, like, you know, we got like 3% crit on our items. So yeah, gumballs, if it's day 13 and you got nothing better, you know, gumball is good.
First sweaty, Bazaar bad place.
That is not good for me. Read the skill sometimes, because the first time you use an item, freeze all non-weapon items. I have all non-weapon items. I don't want to freeze my weapon items. Shield enchant. Holy shit. This is really good. Fuck. Okay. We're picking this, obviously. But I don't know what was the interaction with this. I'm not going to look at it for the sake of the video, but here I would probably look it up. Fuck. Is the jellyfish worth it though? You know, it's gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna sell this. We're gonna put the jellyfish here. And we're gonna enchant the jellyfish with shield. ¿Por qué no los dos? And I think I'm actually gonna do this. Because I want to haste this now. This seems really good. Pearls.
You look like
Always
a hardy
pearls.
one.
I don't know what I
Need
can
some
get.
work.
But fuck it, we pearl and we have. Oh my god. Okay, we got this. Sweet mother of Moses. That's so good. Fuck, that's so good. Fuck, that's so good. What do I even get rid of though? Jesus Christ. Do I get rid of the jellyfish? Shit. Fuck. Ah, fuck it. We just keep re-rolling. Jesus Christ. This is why I love Pearl. I mean, Pearl can get kind of bananas. Okay, here we go. I mean, I'm just going to grab this. This is 3% crit to all my items. Fuck it. I love you, Pearl. I don't got ammo. I don't freeze. So we
People
haste.
think the body powers the mind.
First time you haste,
It's the
freeze an
other way
item
around.
4 seconds. That is really, really good. This is also pretty good. Because it makes something fly. But 4
mile
4
is
second
just a
freeze is
measurement.
just so strong.
And all
So
measurements.
All
Alright, this might also be the last fight, so we'll see. But I'm 3 levels ahead of this dude.
Not to squabble.
That is not a joke, ladies
When
and
we are
gentlemen.
finished, may I dissect you for
I have
study?
4,000 more health than this guy. This might be the difference between winning and losing. But also this build is pretty cracked. So, you know. This build is pretty cracked, dude. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, yeah,
Fight me
easy.
again. I must repeat the
Easy
experiment.
game. Easy game. Alright, last day. Will I do a gold winner on my tutorial? That would be cool. Do not winks unless you want to lose the game. I have no ammo. I don't know, just give me a small weapon. Who cares? At this point, really, there's 2 things that I'm trying to do here. Which is I am trying to find boosties. I just want XP. Although the middle option was not terrible, huh? The middle option there might have been a reason to get the middle option, but I don't know. I just want XP. I just want XP. I want to level. I want a boosty. I just want to be as strong as humanly possible.
Rare few may tangle with a primordial and live. Well, folks.
Cool. Just sell all this crap. I don't know. We're gonna boost. We have a bunch of poison, so we're gonna double the poison. This is huge on my board. Huge.
My boy.
I don't want a weapon. I don't want a diamond item. I want loot, baby. And wow, that is not good loot, but fuck it. And now this is where we spend all our gold, ladies and gentlemen. We are gonna reroll till we find something cool. I don't want diamond items. I don't want haste items. My weapon's already enchanted. If it wasn't enchanted, I would pick this, but nope. Skills. Okay, I'll take skills.
This world is full of
I'll
noise.
take skills. The first 12 times you used your leftmost item. Shit. No, it has to be this. Never mind. Alright, now we sell everything, because why not? Whether I win or lose, this is it. So, good luck. Would be nice.
Go ahead.
To get a 10 winner.
Underestimate me. It makes this more
Would be
fun.
very nice to
Stress
get
test
10 winner.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this could be very dangerous. He could destroy the one item that will help me win the game. Oh, please. Oh! Okay, what did he destroy? He destroyed my catfish. That was pretty bad. Holy shit. Ah! I might lose here. Eee!
Did that thing
Woo!
have a sinusoidal?
Let's go, baby!
No wonder.
10 wins. We did it. Boys and girl. We did it. And this was actually kind of crazy. This could have gone super bad. If he destroys this, we just lose the game. So, yes. We did it. 10 wins, ladies and gentlemen.
They will guide your strength.
And that is how you play the Bazaar. Anyways, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.